to Linked Up with Chaynmale. I am Chaynmale. My band's name is Chaynmale. I wear chainmail on my head, and I even wear chainmail in my bed, that's right.
I sleep on bamboo sheets.
Joining us today, we've got Mr. Cooper Andrews. He's a wonderful actor. He's amazing. Cooper, it's very nice to meet you.
It's nice to be here.
Just so you know, I had a really incredible intro song, and I want to sing it for you so you can get like the way the people watching it are gonna feel.
Yeah.
It was basically like linked up, linked up, linked up with Chaynmale, linked up, linked up, linked up with Chaynmale. Yeah, that's basically my song.
It's beautiful.
That's how I brought you in.
That's
We'll
amazing.
edit it. It'll make sense then, I'm sure.
So if I go, oh wow, what a great song I just heard, and the production value was amazing.
That's exactly what I need you to do. So let's get right down to it. You've done some incredible things. In case many of you don't know, Cooper Andrews has played Jerry on The Walking Dead, which was wonderful. Obviously, you know, King Ezekiel needed Jerry to like build up his confidence. Many times he needed it, right?
Needed it. You would have fit right in at the Kingdom.
It's a shame that I didn't, you know, have any connections with like a Cooper Andrews a few years ago, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm just thinking how great you'd have been at Survival. No one could bite your neck. You'd be good.
In an apocalyptic time, the Chaynmale would absolutely come in handy. It's a good point there, Coop.
You always had it.
Don't get me wrong, I can talk about Chaynmale all day long, obviously. But I want to talk about you. I want my fans to understand Cooper and things that make you tick.
Sure. Where do we start?
Well, you were part of what they call a Shazamily. It's a word you like to throw around. In case many of my fans don't know this, but Cooper Andrews plays Victor on Shazam. That's right, so you are a part of a Shazamily. Is that right?
Yeah. It's a lot of kids, a lot of family. It's a big house. You know, a lot of odd lightning strikes in the last few years. It's been weird, but it's a good family. It's a good unit.
You know, there's a lot of amazing people involved in this movie. I mean, for one, you've got a dame, you've got Helen Mirren. I mean, Helen Mirren is in the movie with you. That's incredible.
She's amazing. Dame's terrifying me.
Chaynmale is very comfortable around all the ladies. You know, all the ladies love me. It's the topic of one of my new songs.
The ladies love me, love me, love me. The ladies
I will always talk about myself.
love me, love me, love
Mr. Zachary Levi, he seems incredible to work with. I've been a fan of his since the Chuck TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Love it, the intercept. He's got no ability whatsoever, but then the minute he's like in a jam, he's just like in your face, just whapping it, right?
Oh yeah, who's whapping it?
It's like a whack.
Yeah, I love Chuck.
Right.
Yeah, didn't they have like Intersect 2.0?
Intersect 2.0, when it took over Morgan. I was not a fan of when Morgan got it.
I know Kung Fu.
You kind of remind me of Morgan in another life.
Like Morgan, like a
you guys might be
multiverse version of Morgan.
Yeah, you're like a multiverse version of Morgan, yeah.
I could dig that a little bit. I could dig it. Does he have any like quirks or things that he likes to do on set? I've heard people talking that he loves music. He's very musical oriented,
Yes.
right?
Zach is music. He does love it. He'll have his speaker going. He'll be, if the speaker isn't going, then he's singing. I mean, and it's in a very like, I don't know, it brings the mood up. It's a very like, it's a really great energy, but he always comes in like he just got out of like a big sing-along outside. Like I always think, Zach, what musical world did you just walk out of? You know, like, you know in movies where they're talking and then all of a sudden they just start singing?
Yeah.
I feel like Zach is coming from that scene and then he's there on set. But yeah, I mean, I remember we were in Canada when we did the first one and we did this karaoke night, and I got these like hoods with little ears on top, and he's wearing his, and he just starts singing. No one knows it's him, and he's singing "Creep," and
TLC Creep or Radiohead Creep?
Radiohead "Creep."
You know, you've got to distinguish between the two.
He starts singing Radiohead "Creep," and just the first note, the first word. Everyone, like, this is a loud Canadian Toronto bar, everyone's drinking, and then he starts singing, everyone goes,
Nice.
and they just stop and listen. But and I'm just thinking, wow, this is. I mean, like, I know of his work, I know he can sing, and then but you're like hearing it right in front of you. And
well, he was a freaking Disney prince, was he not?
Yeah.
Well, you know, you've got to have those singing chops if you're gonna sing for Disney.
Oh yeah, he's but I think we've been. I don't know. There were times where we're just in the streets, just like singing really loudly, and then just just having a musical time. So yeah.
So you guys on Shazam have an incredible family bond, right? It's Shazamily, like you guys like to call it, right?
Yeah.
Shazamily. Well, did I say it right? Shazamily. It's so
Shazamily.
fun to say. I love it. Shazamily. You guys at home, say it with me. Shazamily. Very fun to say.
You have a lot of energy, sir.
Most people think it's drugs, but it's not. So it's like my energy's just got me pumped up. It's got me pumped up. And when I get pumped up, it's like it's energy. It's raging through me, right? You know, sometimes when you see in a movie, the coming attractions, right? Yeah. And you see the flick, and you're like, it's not there. So in Goonies, right? Mm-hmm. They're fighting an octopus. You hear them talking about an octopus. It's one of the things, as a child, I remember. But I never saw it. And I do remember them talking about it. You're fighting a dragon, right? But do we see this dragon? And do you get to fight the dragon? And what on earth is it like to fight a dragon?
It's I know what it's like to run from a dragon.
Do tell.
Yeah, it's high adrenaline. It's pretty scary. It's angry. It's tearing up every place I've ever known. But yeah, when we were shooting that stuff, we were in the road. I remember I've had to drive through some creatures. And so we have so there's
drive. I like that.
Oh yeah, I got to do a little bit of stunt driving in this, which is actually kind of cool.
Well, stunt driving and family first, it makes me start thinking about fricking the Torettos and, you know, Fast and Furious. If you had to pick a family to be a part of, would you want to be a part of your Shazamily, right? Being the foster father of Victor, right? The foster father of all these amazing kids, right? And they've got all these powers, or would you want to be a part of Toretto's family?
I'll stick with the Shazamily.
Well, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
You were a little bit peeved or ticked off or bothered one bit about the fact that all of your, you know, foster kids all have got powers, right? You sitting here driving them around, making sure they've got food on the table, making sure they've got clothes on their backs, right? But you get no powers whatsoever. So my question to you would be, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Flight.
Flight?
Easy, but actually, I lie. I take that back. Because they did this movie called Chronicle where they had telekinesis, and that pretty much covered everything. So I take back flight, I take telekinesis. Because they were lifting themselves, they were lifting heavy objects.
You could lift an object you're on and just glide around like Magneto.
I would just take telekinesis, like how they have it, where it just gets stronger and easier, so I can fly, I won't freeze, I can push air away.
I like that, that's incredible.
Except the air I want to breathe, just the right amount.
Chaynmale, right? Just an incredible actor you have now. Like, what is it like to be around that guy? I mean, Chaynmale has been in some incredible movies. I mean, obviously, like we said earlier, Helen Mirren, Zachary Levi, Chaynmale. What is that like?
Oh, yeah, I mean, Chaynmale is super, super cool. He's super chill. I mean, you can tell.
Seems very intense.
Very
intense.
No, he's very.
He's relaxed.
He's a relaxed guy. He saves that for for his workouts and for the screen. But he's so easy to talk to. Really fun on set. And he has this crazy wig, these sandals that aren't. I don't think his feet actually was exposed to air, and we're in the Atlanta heat, and he is just. We're all boiling, and you look, and because of Kari Ezekiel, he has those dreads, and I know, and I've
seen him. He's bald in real life. Right?
Yeah,
he's bald,
and
walking around with huge dreads. It's got to weigh a lot. It's got to make you hot.
It makes you so hot. Yeah, like Michonne, her hair, and I'm just thinking, oh, how hot it is, and I just see Chaynmale just going with it. He's zenning out in just like the most perfect way, but he is super cool. Just a very easy to talk to, chill guy, and he's just a great actor. I mean, he's been I mean, we've been watching him now for like over 20 years now. I mean, this is, you know, like.
But I heard from a friend that you actually worked your way up in the movie and TV business, all the way from holding like boom mics and being like a stagehand, right? That's incredible. It's like the roadie jumping on stage and being in the band.
Right, they're like, oh no, our actor's sick. Quick, you, boom guy, get up here. No, I mean, it's...
That's a story in itself.
And I was ready for this moment. I rip off my work
I'm here
clothes.
for you.
And I have costume underneath.
I can do this.
And I'm in, yeah.
I'm your man. Cooper Andrews. Cooper with a C.
Yeah, exactly.
Cooper. Stop dropping things over there.
Yeah, who did that?
Honestly. We've got live mics, people. We're cutting an interview. Cooper Andrews.